Let's talk about Tulsa, Oklahoma. To start off, Tulsa is the second largest city in Oklahoma, and it is the 47th most populous city in the United States itself. And Tulsa is a metropolitan, so in Tulsa itself, you have a little bit over 400,000 people in Tulsa, but then in the metropolitan, you're, a bit over 1 million. Because Tulsa is surrounded by, great suburbs. You've got Broken Arrow, Owasso, Bixby, Jinx, Glenpool, Sand Springs, Berry, Collinsville, just, a ton in that Tulsa metro area that are really just within 30 minutes of Tulsa. And so what we're going to do today is we are going to jump into Google Maps, and I'm going to take you on a map tour of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And if this is your first time to our channel, then tap that little bell notification and subscribe so you can be the first to know what's going on in our local Tulsa area market. I'm Sabrina Shaw with eXp Realty, and my team and I get calls every single day from people just like you who need help making that move to Tulsa, Oklahoma. And let me tell you, we absolutely love it. So, whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, jump on a Zoom call with us, and we would love to help you make that seamless move to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay, let's dive into our Tulsa Google map. One thing that I want to point out just in the beginning is you've got, all these suburbs. If you're looking to make a move to Tulsa, sometimes people want to be in Tulsa, sometimes they want to be in the suburbs. But if you take a look at these suburbs, Owasso, Sperry, Sand Springs, Berry Hill, Prattville, Jinx, Sapulpa, Glenpool, Kiefer, Bixby, Broken Arrow, Utica, Catoosa, you've got Collinsville back here, all, within 30 minutes of Tulsa. Like you could get anywhere within 30 minutes. And even Sapulpa right here is where I live. I'm in Bixby a ton, I'm in, Tulsa a ton, and, Broken Arrow, Glenpool. But from Sapulpa, say I want to get from Sapulpa all the way clear to Claremore, okay, which is far, Sapulpa to Claremore, that's far. That's going to take me about 50 minutes. And that's pretty much the furthest place that I go. And I don't do that often, so I'm going to get there in 50 minutes. I'm going to get anywhere else. I'm going to get to downtown in 20 minutes. I'm going to get to Broken Arrow in 30 minutes. Owasso is going to take me about 45 minutes. But yeah, the traffic is, there are definitely times, or the traffic isn't bad. Of course you've got rush hour traffic. And so, it's going to be, it's going to be slower, and there are definitely some congested areas, which I'll show you some of them. But really, for the most part, it's pretty good. Okay, here's the Arkansas River, and, Tulsa, Jinx, Bixby, we run along the Arkansas River. And this, let me zoom in, is a great place. You've got Riverside, right along the river. People are rollerblading, biking, jogging, walking. Riverside Drive right here. Riverside Drive is a road, and people will take that sometimes instead of a highway. It's got some stoplights there, so the traffic can get backed up a little bit. But sometimes when you're avoiding construction on the highways, people will take Riverside into downtown. So there's Riverside Drive, and then along the river you've got river trails, and there's all kinds of things to do. There's parks, there's the disc golf, there is some restaurants. It's a fun spot. And what's been added in the past few years, which is absolutely amazing, if you're going to come to Tulsa, you definitely have to put it on your list to go to the Gathering Place right here along Riverside Drive. And it is this huge park. When you think of amazing parks, you think of Central Park. I would compare it to Central Park a bit. It really is amazing. It's got the boathouse that, has a restaurant. It's a nice dining experience. You can canoe, right below that. The building has an area for kids to explore. The Gathering Place has the lodge, which is, upstairs. You've got a workspace, all in this area. Upstairs, you've got a workspace, you can go, you can connect to Wi-Fi, and you can work, and it's quiet. You've just got these walls of windows, And it's just a beautiful view and an amazing place. If you want to go downstairs and grab a cup of coffee or some ice cream, you know, a little Danish, you can do that. Also, you can go outside and there's, you know, there's burgers, there's beer, there's, you know, chicken, fries, you know, things like that, food like that. But the gathering place is a must to see. That's the boathouse right here. Oh yeah, I mean, everyone takes pictures of the gathering place. I'm going to show you a couple. Here's the boathouse. Such a fun, cool place. This is an outdoor area, like a patio, a covered outdoor patio. One of the play structures, these bridges, is so much fun for the kids. Another play area. And there was so much money put into this. And the great thing about the gathering place is it was headed up by the George Kaiser Foundation. They're also the foundation, you know, that has launched Tulsa Remote. And if you look at my videos, you know, you can apply to get a $10,000 grant to work remotely in Tulsa. You have to live there. Watch that video if you're interested. But the George Kaiser Foundation, you know, also spearheaded the gathering place. And so there is enough money. They put, you know, what usually happens with parks, you know, that are donated is you lose money for upkeep because the city doesn't have that in their budget. Well, they have budgeted for this upkeep for like 100 years. And so I tell the story all the time, but it just made such an impact on me is, you know, I was working, you know, at the lodge one day. And it was in the morning and it was an absolute beautiful morning. There were dew on the seats and, you know, the employees had towels and were drying off the seating outside, you know, so people didn't have to sit in dew. And that just really speaks to my heart because it is designed, you know, for anybody of any income level to go and enjoy something amazing that's like a country club. So it's a huge gift to our city and I would love for you to experience and try it because it will put a smile on your face for sure. There's another picture of the boathouse. Another play area, like the kids are in Wonderland here. They'll love it. Like all these bridges. My kids, you know, my kids are grown. I would have loved to be able to take them to parks like this. Here's a picture of the lodge. Okay, this is like the quiet work area. You see all these windows, like just absolutely beautiful. And look, Best City Park in 2022. I'm sure it'll get a 10 more awards. This is like on Riverside Drive. Okay, so you're going through the tunnels for the gathering place. And the way the plants, everything was planted, it was, you know, so you wouldn't have to do a ton of major landscaping, like natural plants that, you know, growing wild, you know, just look very aesthetically pleasing. Oh, this is, you know, this is great too. I'm telling you, it's amazing. They have yoga on the lawn sometimes. They're always having, you know, they're always having cool things to do. Okay, let's get back to the map. So we know the gathering place is a must. Discovery Labs is another great place to take the kiddos. They will absolutely love that. So you've got to, you know, you've got to check out Discovery Labs. Super cool place for the kids to, you know, explore, use their minds. Just fantastic. Okay, Riverside, and and as far as living, Maple Ridge is going to be your super most walkable areas. So Maple Ridge is a neighborhood, you know, that's highly sought after, highly coveted. You know, people want to live in Maple Ridge. But if you're living anywhere downtown, if you're living anywhere in Midtown, you know, you're really going to enjoy it. Cascia Hall is one of the private schools. So people that live in Tulsa Public, some people don't send, you know, some people aren't going to send their kids to public school. So you've got Cascia Hall, you've got Montecasino, you've got, you know, some other private schools. Philbrook Museum of Art, that's another one like you have to put on your list. I am going to open this up. I want to show you guys a few things at Philbrook. They have movies on the lawn on Fridays, $5 burger nights. It's absolutely beautiful, the inside and the outside. They have Kitchen 21, which has an amazing brunch. They do like cocktail nights. They do all kinds of fun stuff. All right, and then so here also, so, you know, we were at Riverside, and then you go over here to Peoria, okay, 21st to the 31st in Peoria. So you've got Woodward Park right here, which is another great park. You've got the garden center, and in the spring, it is absolutely gorgeous with the flowers. You know, so many people will go to prom, you know, take prom pics here. It's really great. Okay, here we go. 31st, this area in Peoria is Brookside. And there's, you know, there's all kinds of fun restaurants and places to hang out. You've got the brook, You got Lululemon, you got, Pure Bars over here, Mondo's, Italian, so good. Trader Joe's, everyone was so excited when Trader Joe's got put in there. Of course, you've got your Starbucks, but then you've got local, you've got your local coffee shops that, I like a Starbucks, I do, but I like local coffee shops so much better. Doc's Wine and Food, great brunch. You've got to try it. Our Bar is fun. All these are great. The Brookside by Day, Bricktown Brewery, really just a great fun place. So people, there's Midtown. Brookside is in Midtown, but a lot of people want to live in Brookside. Again, very walkable area. We scoot on over to Utica, and we have Utica Square right here. Utica Square is a shopping center. You're going to have your Starbucks. You're going to have Wild Fork. You're going to have Polo Grill, which is so good. You've got shopping, White House Black Market, Saks Fifth Avenue. In the summers, they have Fifth Night. So every Thursday, you can bring lawn chairs. They have seating. You can bring drinks and snacks. And, there's just local music. They set up a stage and there's local music on the stage, and, they empty the parking lot. So it's really fun. And yeah, so you've got Swan Lake, which is a historic neighborhood, Yorktown, Gillette's a historic district, which puts us up to Cherry Street right here, which is another really walkable area. Coffee House on Cherry Street is my favorite coffee house. There's a lot that I like. There's a lot of different ones I like, but this is my favorite. Nola's is so good. We've got Andolini's Pizza. Pino's Palette is a chain, so you guys probably have something similar, but that's, so fun. Kilkenny's. You got, okay, here we go, our locals. Smoke, Woodfire Grill, that's a must. Sidecar and Wine Bar. That is really great. That's up on, so they've got some condos, and then above it, they have, Sidecar Rooftop Bar, which is really, really cool. And then below it, you've got a cycle bar. I haven't tried it. I haven't tried that cycle bar. I go to Lifetime Fitness, and so if I cycle, I go there. But cycling, if I make it through 15 minutes of a cycle class, I think I'm just a rock star. Roosevelt's is so, so good. So this area, is super, super, super walkable. You get a little bit further. Yeah, and actually Cherry Street goes, all the way over here. But when people think of Cherry Street, it's mainly like, from Peoria to Utica is like the main part of Cherry Street that people think of. Florence Park is a great area too for homes. And like in the Tulsa area and these areas that I'm showing you, the homes are going to be, in a lot of the areas 100 years old, but they're going to be, remodeled, but like still a lot of them, have that original character. So like living in Midtown, you're paying a premium for it, but it's definitely like just a fun, great area of Tulsa. Okay, here's the Pearl District. And so it has really, the past few years, it's really blossomed. You can see industry coming. You can see little shops, little art shops, brunch places. You've got Bramble there. You've got Cert Coffee. And there's houses. And so, when you go and look at the houses, some are boarded up and some have been remodeled. So, it's definitely an area that is trending. You've got Mother Road Market right here, which is such a cool place. It's like a big warehouse that has all these, restaurants housed in them. You can, they have a bar, you can get a drink, and it's like kitchens, are starting out, and, you can apply to be there for a certain number of months. And it's, it's really cool. And it's all different types of food. So Mother Road Market is definitely a place that you need to go to too. And when it's warmer, they will have music outside. Okay, here's your downtown area. So this is what we call like the IDL, the interdispersal loop. This is like downtown. Now, talking about Pearl, Cherry Street, all that, to me, like that's downtown too. Like you're so close, but strict, like when we're talking about like downtown, we're really talking about like the Tulsa Arts District, Greenwood District, East Village. You've got, Guthrie Green. Guthrie Green is such a cool place too. There's a lot of co-working spaces around there. There are a lot of local restaurant stops, and Guthrie Green on Wednesdays, it has, food truck Wednesdays. And so all kinds of different food trucks go there, and you can get different food. There's the Tulsa Ballets played, So in the art district, which is where Guthrie Greens is, the first Friday of every month is the art crawl. And so you've got local shops open, the art shops are open, the Woody Guthrie Museum, all kinds of things. There's live art out. The last time I went, the Tulsa Ballet was performing at Guthrie Green. It's, it's really cool. So they usually always have something going on. They'll have movies on the lawn, festivals. It's really fun. The OK Center has a lot of events, like when people, when big names come to Tulsa, they're coming to the OK Center. My knowledge of music is limited. I want to say like Carrie Underwood, Garth Brooks, all kinds of stuff. I don't know music enough to, tell you the big names, because I just know I named 2 country people, and it's more than country people, but it's a big venue and there's lots of stuff. Okay, the Mayo is an awesome hotel. They have weddings there. There's a restaurant downstairs. There's a rooftop bar at the top. They've got apartments and then they've got hotels. So it's a really cool place. There's so much to do in our downtown. Fassler Hall, really, really fun. It's going to have music. Foolish Things Coffee, is a great one. Here's where you've got, the county courthouse and everything. Holy Family Cathedral. They have the Greek Festival over here in the summer. I love getting their baklava. Tulsa Performing Arts Center. We've got some great shows that come here. And so the Tulsa Performing Arts Center is really great. Oh, Cicero's is so good. It's Caribbean food. Very, very good. Locally owned. Valkyrie is a cool bar. Reminds you of like you're in Harry Potter or something. Like, it's so cool. Chimera is good. Bourbon Street Cafe. Oh, this is a cool co-working space. The Root. Hodges Bend is a really cool bar. Across the street from it is Bohemian Pizza. Great places. The Vault is so good. Almost every place is my favorite brunch, but the Vault has a fantastic brunch. It's really, really good. We've got the Summit Club. It's the private club. Downtown, there's so much to explore. So much to explore. Kendall Whittier is a good area too. That's on the other side of 244, but close to Mother Road Market. And this is an area that is, starting to see more development too. And that's been going on for a while. Like right here, it really was. And now it's kind of moving over here, honestly, all the way to really, we're seeing it move up this way, even to Admiral. Okay, University of Tulsa, excellent private university. I think I have shown you the fun, the fun part of Tulsa that people, want to go and be a part of. There's things to do. So then just zooming back out. So, here we go. This was the area I was showing you right here. Okay, that is going to be like the entertainment area of Tulsa, like going to hang out. But each, suburb has their own stuff, and I will talk about that on other videos. Tulsa's, you're going to get into Tulsa by 75, we'll get you into downtown Tulsa. If you want to go, and Tulsa, I don't know if I said this, but Tulsa's on a grid system. So it is so easy to navigate. People, until you go into Broken Arrow and they've changed the names of the streets. And so it's a little bit more difficult, but it is so easy because of the grid system. Like, it is so easy to find your way around Tulsa. If that is your thing and you're good at doing that, like, it's easy. 364 here is our turnpike. Okay, this is the Creek Turnpike. Okay, so you have to pay a toll, but it's going to take you, around Tulsa. It's going to take you around Tulsa to Broken Arrow. It goes this way. And then, so you're on the Creek Turnpike, and if you want to go around, then you go on 169, okay? And, Highway 11. So it's super easy to navigate, and then Highway 51 just kind of takes you through the middle. So again, Tulsa is fun. It's really easy to navigate. You're going to get anywhere in Tulsa to their surrounding suburbs in, 20 minutes. Right now, as far as traffic goes, and this is YouTube, so you could be watching this a year from now and it couldn't be the case. But we've got construction on 75 right here. So there's a lot of construction, so that can back up a little bit. Some areas of 51 get heavy, but really it flows pretty well. Okay. So that is what we are looking at in Tulsa today. I hope you got value from this video. If you did, if you could just go ahead and hit that thumbs up and give it a like, I would be super appreciative. And watch some of my other videos if you're thinking about Tulsa. Comment if you want me to do, videos on other topics, concerning Tulsa. Like, what are your questions about Tulsa? I'd love to do a video on something that you like. And if I've convinced you and you want to make a move to Tulsa and you want to start exploring, reach out, and my team and I would love to show you around.